You've been struggling to get good sleep lately. New research could help explain why. A global study has revealed the pandemic has led to an increase in people suffering from insomnia, as well as more bizarre dreams. We're joined now by sleep psychologist and researcher at Monash Uni, Hailey Meaklim. Thanks for your time, Hailey. Why is this happening and what's the pandemic got to do with it?
Yeah, so there's so many changes during the pandemic. Increases in stress and uncertainty can always trigger insomnia. But we also had people, big disruptions to their daily lives. So changes in schedules, working from home. Many people's sleep patterns shifted later. And sometimes that wasn't sort of the best pattern for them. So they would experience problems sleeping. So lots of things with their pandemic. And although it's moved on from the early days, there's still people experiencing sleep problems today.
Now, that old wives' tale of avoiding cheese before bed so you don't get bad dreams, does that apply here, or is there also some other mental factors at play in terms of the pandemic giving us strange dreams?
Yeah, look, cheese dreams are a real thing, but we didn't ask that question in our study, unfortunately. But we did see 45% of our participants reporting changes in their dreams in those early stages of the pandemic. And we think it's more around the stress and uncertainty with those increasing stress hormones in the brain. We have more vivid dreams, more bizarre. And we saw a lot of participants dreaming about really scary things like being in survival, wars, disasters, and even death. So there was sort of that during the day, people were really stressed and anxious, and that was really flowing through to their dreams.
We've all been affected by the pandemic, but not everyone has had COVID-19. So is it something that's exclusive to people that have been infected, or is it everyone that's lived through the pandemic?
No, it's really everyone. And for our study, especially this baseline study back in April 2020, only about 15 of our more than 2,000 participants actually had COVID. So it was much more around the stress, the lockdowns and all the changes. I think there's some newer research that's come out, not from our study, but otherwise, showing that people that have had COVID, they have even higher rates of dreams and nightmares, or bad dreams and nightmares, than people just going through that stress.
I can vouch for that. When I had COVID at the start of the year, I found it very difficult to get to sleep at night. So what's your advice for people who are really desperate to get that good night's sleep?
Yeah, look, it can be so hard. And often if you've got an infection like COVID or the flu, or in a time of stress, problem sleeping is really normal. So I know it's hard, but sometimes just trying not to worry about it too much. It will pass if we sort of don't get too worried about it. But if you're trying really hard, if you can do some things like trying a nice hour wind down routine before you go to bed, getting up at the same time every day, getting lots of bright sunlight during the day, and keeping those light levels low at night and staying off our devices. If you're doing some of those things and sleep's not going so well, or it's been a couple of months, that's often when we say have a chat to your GP. You can get a referral to a sleep specialist like a sleep physician or sleep psychologist like myself, and there's lots of really good evidence-based treatments to help get you sleeping better.
All right, Hailey, thanks for your time, and might I say sweet dreams to everyone.
Definitely, you too. Thank you.
Thanks.